And so I was thinking, yeah, like okay, Twitch Saints maybe, but then if you swapped it, it would be Switch Taints, which is a different show entirely. So
Yeah. No, we need to go on a totally different streaming service for that one, I think. What's going
yeah.
on, everybody? Welcome to the artists formerly known as the YouTube Saints. We are transitioning. We are now a trans show.
Yep. That was the real point behind me shaving, guys. I wanted it to be a big gender reveal party with balloons and such, but instead, here we are.
I mean, it is what it is. We've been thinking about this for a long ass time. We've been waffling on it for maybe like 5 months or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe longer. Actually, you know what? Shit, I can tell you exactly when we thought of this idea that we were gonna just switch all the live stuff first to Twitch and also rename. And yes, we know like we are technically called YouTube Saints on Twitch right now. That will change, but I'm gonna have to change like a fuck ton of links. Um, because I actually registered.
The
Oh
domain.
wow. Okay.
Well.
December of last year.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's.
like
I
five
mean,
months ago.
yeah, and on the production side of things too. Again, sorry, Jables. I should have given you a heads up myself.
Yeah.
Completely spaced it. But also, like, we come up with all kinds of ideas for shit to do, and then give it about 6 months before we get around to doing it. It's actually how the
Yeah.
show started. So
Mm-hmm.
we're
Yep.
just keeping it. We're keeping it 100, guys. We're keeping it. We're keeping everything on the level,
We're
on
bringing
some
you
kind of level.
that same classic flavor, just with slightly different packaging.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's gonna be pretty much the exact same thing as we do over on YouTube. It's just now, like people who sub to this have more content that kind of justifies the whole purpose of it, and
Yeah.
also, we don't really have to worry if we're scheduling with somebody on YouTube because we're not streaming on YouTube. We're over here.
And YouTube also is still under the impression that like we make similar content to some creators that just
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys have ever like tried going and looking at our YouTube channel and then seeing like the recommended off of it. It's real weird. Real weird.
But
Will we still upload the shows on YouTube? Absolutely.
yeah, we're
Absolutely.
we're still trying to figure out if we're going to just post the whole show or if maybe try chopping it up into segments that'll like keep content churning there. We'll figure that
I
out.
think we
But
should do both. I think we
yeah,
should do both because like if we upload just the whole channel or the whole show, we might still get like some DMCA's every now and or not DMCA's, some like copyright claims.
hmm
But we can also chop it up into clips that are just funnier and easier to check out. So
yeah.
whatever.
And yes, Bar, they're still recommending Andy and Sargon, Medicare, most of the IBS kids. It's a shit show over in YouTube. And here, you might have, we might have some new stragglers just sort of show up while looking at like the podcasts and talk shows thing. And then they can come into the Discord and immediately realize what a massive mistake they've made.
As they are suddenly reawakened with new fetishes.
Hmm
That happens. Um, Rimshi resubscribed 19 months. Thank you very much. And Yami says, so where is my man flesh? I could have sworn I gave you everything for the next month. So do you need to poke holes for you to get over here? Or, oh dear.
We
Oh
talking
dear.
like poke holes like Ben Shapiro in a plain white sheet on his wedding night kind of thing?
Or are we talking poke holes like stealthing?
Oh, or maybe it's just a stabbing reference. Weird ass
Maybe.
kinks going on.
There are. There definitely are. I'm trying to see if I can get your brightness levels more up with mine. Maybe we gotta. I know what we'll do. We'll just do this. That's perfect. That's
There we
perfect.
go. I feel heavenly now. I feel this is welcome everyone. We're not totally not ripping off Good Omens, even though the title of this episode kind of a little on the nose.
It's a little on the nose. By the way, that fucking show. I cannot wait
Mm,
for that show.
it does look pretty nice,
I
and it'll
am
be
really excited.
yeah, and when with Game of Thrones over, it'll be it's nice to have something to look forward to at the end of this month because you got that, and then we got the Deadwood movie, which I'm sure a lot of people are going to stick around on HBO for that one film,
Yeah.
just one.
One.
but
Yeah.
it'll still be good. It's nice. And then you always have this show to watch twice a week and maybe 3 times because we've been talking about adding a third show for about that 7 or 8 month gestation period.
Whoa. Slow down.
We,
7 months and then implementing? That's a little radical for me.
well, the thing is, though, is the show's already conceived, so in a lot of states, we're not allowed to like abandon that particular unborn third show. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
uh, I don't think I included anything about that Alabama or Missouri bill.
No, I don't think so. And I'm kind of glad because holy fucking shit is that thing talked to death.
Yeah. Although
Yeah.
it is kind of funny to see, like, it's a real wheat from the chaff kind of scenario though when you've got like Tommy Loren being like, I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this,
And she did.
but reasonable statement follows. Oh no.
I have held for a while now the understanding and the belief that Tommy Loren is actually kind of a decent person. Kind of.
Yo, listen, dude, you don't go fucking crazy on me,
No.
okay?
The reason why I say this, is I've been paying attention to the trad thought conservative climbers for a while now and how they all operate, because there's a ton of people right now that are trying to be the new Tommy Loren. And Tommy Loren is following in the footsteps of a couple of other people as well. But the moment she actually got an anchor position in a major media news organization, Fox News, she immediately cut the shit. She stopped being like a hardcore right-leaner and adopted more reasonable policies.
Yeah, and she gave that up to that Caitlyn Infowars chick who, it's like, hey y'all, I can't go to New York because they won't let me carry my guns. Like,
Campus
okay.
carry girl, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure the denizens of New York City are just ready to kick down de Blasio's door for your justice. Like, chick on Twitter said she can't come here no more.
I mean, the thing is, but still, I think that, she is kind of a reasonable person, and it is kind of funny that she's the one having a good take. Now, did you see who tried to drag her?
No.
Faith Goldie.
Oh, well, that's not surprising.
No, yeah, it's not surprising that Faith Goldie would. Noted borderline sketching along the side of straight up white supremacy, Faith Goldie. But what is funny is in the thread where Faith Goldie is talking some shit, this one girl pops up with, hey, why are you shaming Tommy Loren? Aren't you that bitch that fucked Richard Spencer at Charlottesville? And then, no, hang on. And then Richard Spencer's current girlfriend piped up with, true, confirmed. I like how she won't even address this because she knows everybody has evidence.
Now, I personally, though, I think the best. Well, the best, who the best take came from, though.
Who?
Crip Daddy.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, it was something to the effect of like wouldn't banning incest in Alabama be like a water park banning? No, banning abortion for incest in Alabama is a bit like a water park banning towels.
I fucking love Crip Daddy so much. He's one of my favorite people on Twitter. Holy shit. So good.
But we got some news, unless do we have anything to catch up on?
I don't think so necessarily. No, I think we're actually pretty good.
No, that's disappointing.
No, I was trying to think of I got into a conversation with Mems yesterday in the car about the most random, crazy, esoteric thing, but I can't remember it. And I'm realizing now that as I get older and more Mr. Magoo, I'm gonna have to carry around one of those fucking digital like audio recorders so I can remember when I say something funny, because otherwise it's just flying off into the fucking ether. I'm becoming that old man.
Well, there's free apps on your phone that can do that, but yeah, I've even had those recorders before just for like writing ideas or jokes or whatever I come up with, and I remember to record them, and then I never remember to listen to them again. I'm not even joking. In my phone, I've got a whole list of like these unnamed recordings from the most random fucking times, and then I'll like, oh god, here it goes. One more. Yeah, one more. Fuck. All right, there we go. I've
Somewhere out
graduated from
there.
sneezing like a cat to somebody who's just got allergies.
So I know there are people out there who have fucking sneezing fetishes. That we could make a lot of money if you could do that on
oh
demand.
no, but I mean we're gonna be here on Twitch a lot more, so I mean I'm sure whoever we inevitably have one of those fucking perverts in our audience somewhere. So somebody's just gonna make a nice big supercut of me sneezing for 25 minutes.
That'd be good. Well,
Yeah, just
I was thinking about this too. So there's a companion app for Twitch called Twitch Sings, and we were talking about this like I think a couple of weeks ago. I think it was during like a midweek, and somebody brought it to our attention that Twitch Sings is actually a thing. So I'm gonna redouble my efforts to try and figure out a way to like pipe audio through into Skype, and then maybe we could do like some Saint specials maybe on a Monday or something like that.
oh, just a community thing, like a karaoke a day.
Yeah,
Just
Saints
you can
karaoke. Fuck it.
you can just make like Ward of Demons sing Cotton Eye Joe over and over.
Yes.
I'm kind of retarded.
Excellent.
Bust out with that Whitney Houston power metal.
I've done some Twitch things, but to do it online, ooh, yeah, that's the whole point. So we all get embarrassed together. Addy Monster says, I'm broke, but I found $1 in my work card today, so I get to do one stream live tonight. I'll make sure to save it for a really clever, really spicy one. Wait, fuck. Oh, no. Oh.
She found it in the work car tomorrow. Addie's gonna get fired for like embezzlement. Like that was a work dollar. Fuck.
Now you're fucked. All right.
Yep.
Let me see where we at. Making sure everything's lined up.
Yep. So I'm gonna start out with something kind of fun.
Kind of fun. Oh boy. All right.
Depends on your version of fun.
It's something. Trump's White House just put up an online forum for people to complain about social media censorship.
Yeah, because he's trying to horn in on Jack Dorsey's territory. Isn't that kind of all Twitter is these days?
I mean, pretty much, I suppose. This talking point is so frustrating. The Trump administration on Wednesday opened an online forum where Americans can share instances in which they've been censored by social media platforms like Facebook and YouTube. The forum asks users to share their contact information, social media links, and citizenship and residency status, and links or screenshots to any social media content they posted that was censored by the likes of Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or YouTube. Okay. Hang on. Hang on. So, let me get this straight. The kind of people who generally get censored off of Facebook and YouTube or Twitter or Instagram get yeeted into fucking oblivion tend to not be the type of people who really want to share their social security number or their address with the government.
Yeah, I gotta see like flocks of InfoWars fans just filling out like they get through the whole thing and then all of a sudden they have this like wild spark of paranoia when the Capitch asks, "Are they a robot?" Like,
definitely not. But wait, what does this mean?
yeah, no, it's funny here because so it asks for their contact information and it says this permission grants the U.S. government a license to use, edit, display, publish, broadcast, transmit, post, or otherwise distribute all or part of the content, including edited, composite, or derivative. Well, they're all derivative works. Come on. From works made therefrom, reads the user agreement. So, if anything, the internet's got yet another user terms of service no one will read. The White House's new form comes as more politicians are pushing for regulation against online platforms. Yeah, granted, I mean, they couldn't be bothered to, actually smack correct regulations on the, petrochemical industry, the opioids manufacturers, the dozens of rehab clinics who get federal and state grants and run really dodgy, work for free slave-based programs, including the Salvation Army. But oh shit. I can't accuse the parents of dead mass shooting victims of being crisis actors on Facebook. It's just a bridge too far. I'm just, nuh-uh.
My constitutional rights, motherfucker. Yeah.
Multiple 2020 Democratic presidential candidates, including Elizabeth Warren, Joe Biden, and Kamala Harris, have said they would consider breaking up Facebook. And this is what I love about this, right? So this is the big hubbub about, the lunatics like Alex Jones and Louis Farrakhan, who let's also take a moment. to realize that Louis Farrakhan is still, in fact, right wing?
Oh yeah, yeah.
All because he's a member of the Nation of Islam doesn't mean that he's like some flaming lefty.
I'll be honest with
Like,
you.
he just hates Jews. That's all.
Counter-retort.
But this is the thing. So meanwhile, Facebook is expecting to be hit with a fine of up to $5 billion by the FTC related to the company's March 2018 Cambridge Analytica scandal, which no one paid any fucking attention to.
Yeah, no.
In which political consulting firm improperly accessed the data of 87 million Facebook users. So them stealing your privacy, them monitoring you, them tracking you, them creating artificial like cyber models of your personality, like you're some kind of like you're being backed up in the fucking Matrix, and then selling that to whoever the highest bidder is. That's not a problem.
Right.
I can't post spicy bullshit on Facebook anymore, and I am livid.
Well, look, this is what bothers me about this too. This is what bothers me about this. Is like on some of these social media platforms, it is 100% totally fine for you to post pictures of bodies that have been blown up by suicide bombs. Like chunky salsa of human being body parts. So if you get booted off, if you get yeeted off the fucking platform, you really fucked up. Like you fucked up in some way that is usually titanically stupid. Now, that's not to say that's always the case. There are definitely cases where somebody is censored for a reason that I don't think is appropriate at all. But the concept of self-reflection when it comes to people who get booted off is never there. It's always just persecution, immediate persecution, no self-reflection at all. Like maybe I shouldn't have yelled at that Jew about how the Holocaust is fake. Maybe if I didn't do that, I'd still have my platform. But you know what? Then you wouldn't have that hill to die on. And I don't get it.
I mean, the thing is too is I don't agree with the censorship of the booting and the people getting kicked off at all.
No, I don't
But
either.
on the other side, for ordinary people, right? For ordinary people, I actually think it's a blessing in disguise if it happens, because like if you've gotten to a point where you're saying the Holocaust never happened, Jews did 9/11, lizard people are raping your kids in the basement of a Domino's somewhere, that kind of shit,
Right.
you're probably spending too much fucking time on the internet as it is.
Yeah.
And social media in general is fucking cancerous.
Yeah, go
It
for a
is
walk.
Go for a walk. It's like, shit, I can't post shit on Facebook. What am I going to do? What's that big, bright, hot thing up in the sky there? I can't remember what it's called. Let's go investigate. Yeah. Like, go have a drink with your friends. Get the fuck off of social media. It's fucking, it's toxic bullshit anyway. In the truest sense of it.
So I've had this idea for I think about like a week and a half or so that I've been kind of trying to formulate, because I'm tossing around. I don't really necessarily care that much. I pay attention because obviously I make my living on the internet for now, and it's important for me to stay current on this sort of thing. And obviously I don't want anybody getting censored. But one thing that I was thinking that might be a good compromise for some people is the idea that what you produce on social media is technically still considered yours. And why this is important is that then if you get into a situation where you need to get yeeted off, they're going to boot you. They then allow you to basically download your entire profile, your friends list, your contact information, all your posts, all your pictures, etc. And then if you can do that and have an easy download of your profile, well, obviously there's going to be competitors who will be like, hey, booted off this one, come on over here, and in one easy click, re-upload your whole profile. Fuck it.
I mean, I think for the average person too, I know when I shut my Facebook down, I really wanted to just delete the fucking thing entirely.
Sure.
But like that, my Facebook page is basically like a long ass, decades long repository of mostly Quinn.
Sure.
And do
yeah.
it all,
Yeah.
and that's because it's like, you take your picture on your phone. How many phones do you go through in a period of 10 years? Probably quite a few.
Yep.
And then you just, it's like a repository. You store the shit there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I can't lose all of this goofy shit that she's done that I can show her boyfriends and shit later on in life.
Right.
Because otherwise I'm just cutting myself off at the knees in terms of like ruining her adolescence, which is like half the fun of being a dad.
Sure.
So,
Sure.
but yeah, I mean, I'm surprised they don't actually have one of those options where you could just like zip download everything you've got. It's all yours. Here you go.
I
Even
think
just
I think a
as
lot
a matter of
less.
courtesy.
Yeah, as a matter of courtesy, and also as a matter of, in a way, kind of at least fulfilling the spirit of property rights. Just so like, there's really not a way that people can get too terribly pissed off. Like, I lost this whole thing and all this work. Well, you have literally all of it. It's just you don't get to store it here, so go store it somewhere else. You
Yeah,
know.
or maybe actually like when you have your photo lists and shit, like keep them yourself on a hard drive. That
Yeah,
way you can look through your photos and have the memories as opposed to them just being something someone else can look at if they ever come across your page.
I should.
Because
Well, yeah, because you never know what's gonna fucking happen. But now that we're talking about it, I think maybe I do need to like back up everything from my Facebook page.
that's what I'm doing. I mean, my dad's getting his new phone soon. The only reason I restarted it was because the old man broke his phone, and he's he's pretty senile these days.
Mm.
So he needs to have that contact, and like, and I'll say it's good to hear from him, but it's also that like it's that sort of thing. Like, okay, he's using Facebook as his primary mode of communication. I don't have it on my phone, but there I'll be sitting in the middle of like recording something or writing something, and that explosively loud Facebook ring sound will just start blasting out of my speakers at me, and I'm so unfamiliar with it that like when I hear it, I'm like, what the fuck is happening? It was like when that beep during the pre-show there, when that thing, when I heard that thing beep, because I still got it all running through my speakers, and I'm sitting over here and I hear it beep. I'm like, oh fuck me, did the fan die? What happened? Were there more lights on in my computer before?
That
Oh
was an
shit.
accident. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Sorry about that, guys. One Canuck gifted a sub to Nitswash. Thank you very much. Word of Demons. I have a complaint. This message has been censored. Addy Monster says, the joke was that I wasted my dollar at a Streamlab talking about only getting one Streamlab. You missed the punchline. Way to go, you did it again, Magoo. Maybe I did that on purpose, and that's how now you donated $2. Addy Monster says, wait, fuck, now I'm $3 in the hole. Great. Guys, this is so sad. Can we start a GoFundMe with a goal of $4 so I could buy a burrito tomorrow? One like equals one spicy picante bacon dogger. Shit.
It's just like I just love to see like I just love to hear that phone call to the bank. It's like, listen, I know I'm overdrawn. I'm gonna get it by the end of the day. I didn't mean for it to happen. What was it? I had to throw dollars at these two idiots on the internet. They make me laugh.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate it. Shit. Check a DM on Discord is how you get everything Facebook has on you. Really? There's a handy way to do that? Because
I
this
like
might be
that.
good for other people to know as well.
You know, I
You
mean,
know.
I'll tell you honestly, I don't know if you've ever done it, but I know I did it last year, and I've been kind of doing it again recently. Like, I've been sort of like I'll randomly like jump on Twitter and just whatever, just to see what's going on because I'm bored. But when you actually finally like, because it's like getting off an addiction. It's like when you cut social media out and you just like use your computer to do work things or watch a movie, and then you just find other things like books and shit to occupy your time. And when you get that chance to actually catch up with an old friend, you actually have to catch up. And they're like, oh, you've seen what I've been up to on Facebook. Oh shit, no, that's right, you're not there anymore. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, we can have an actual conversation now.
Oh,
As
sure.
opposed, yeah,
Sure.
as opposed to like me just like, hey, the conversations these days, if you ever had them, be like, hey, did you see that post I made about my kid being born?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
I have to. I'm
that was heart,
actually.
by the way, not titty.
Yeah, yeah. It's not titty squeeze. It's heartbeat. I'm actually forcing myself to go out tonight after the show to try and be social. I haven't been social outside of my house in like 3 weeks or something like that. It's pretty obnoxious.
Yep. It sounds about what the fuck is going on back there? Jesus Christ. Oh,
It's
fucking
ghosts.
no.
Ghosts in your
Oh,
blood.
the fuck no. Like the crackheads in the building, I actually discovered the other night through a little neighborly gossip with one of my better neighbors who I do like from the first floor there. And she's like, yeah, did you hear that so and so your next door neighbor's there? Yeah, that new roommate, her boyfriend, I guess, lost a bag of heroin somewhere in the apartment. And they have like three kids that live there,
Oh,
like children. And I'm like, this is so pure fucking Manchkinistan.
mm-hmm.
So, yeah, and so I hear thumping, and I'm pretty sure there was some gunshots the other day. I'm like, damn, it's getting peachy here. And then I find out that they're trying to sell this building for about, was it, I think, like $2.8 million.
Right.
And the plan is whoever buys it will boot everyone who lives here out.
Uh-huh.
And then turn it into luxury condos to rent this 800 square foot 2-bedroom apartment for something like $2,500 a month.
Oh, I'm
So,
sure. I'm sure.
Well, that's what those tours have been. So like for like 2 months, 3 months straight, twice a week, this young kid in like this like really expensive looking suit who works for the leasing company would come bringing a bunch of goony looking real estate types in here to tour my apartment whenever the fuck they wanted. So I started timing it. So like my nice greasy post-hangover beer morning shit, right? Yeah, I drop that just as they're about to show up, and then I just kind of leave the door open, and then I make sure to file every complaint I have about this building being a dilapidated shithole with the kid in front of his investors.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
It's like, yeah, oh, dude, it's great too. Like I've been finding like rat corpses and shit all in the ceiling tile. How you doing, sir? No, it's a great investment. But seriously, if these pipes burst one more fucking time, you're gonna end up having to lose that entire fucking exterior wall. You understand that, right, Junior?
Piggy's up for all the fucking subs tonight, guys. Thank you very much for the subs. Appreciate you. Facebook itself actually has its own rules for being able to download and archive, so that's pretty fucking great. You just go to your general account settings, and there's actually a link on Facebook called "Download a copy of your Facebook data." That's cool.
That's good to know.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm gonna fucking do that shit like maybe tonight.
Yeah, I'll probably be doing it tonight myself. It's just funny because I remember like it's the same kind of thing with Twitter. Anytime I wanted to figure out how to deactivate my accounts or just delete them, like I'd have to Google that shit. They don't want you doing that.
All right. Larry Kubiak says, I care so much about sending you bullshit that I downloaded this from Twitter and uploaded it on YouTube just so you can watch it on my circle. It's probably not worth it, but I can't stop laughing, so fuck it. All right, man. All right, fuck it. Let's do it.
I downloaded it from Twitter, uploaded it to YouTube.
Oh shit. Hang on. I gotta change this around a little bit. It's not properly sized. What in the fuck is this, Larry? Holy shit. Like so.
There we go.
Yeah. All right, let's go.
What the fuck are you doing with this bullshit ass shit? Man, what the fuck? It's with the cheese! Tell me, get him! Go get him! Go get him! Man, what the fuck? One more fucking time with the fucking cheese!
One more time.
Am I wrong for thinking that this is basically going to be like Chris Reagan and Tom Sweeney in 10 years?
Tell me, get him! Go get him! Go get him! And what the fuck? One more fucking time with the fucking cheese! I'm gonna fuck you up!
He reminds me of fucking what's his name? He played Virgil in what was it? Over the Top, Over the Ring, Over the Ropes, whatever the fuck. Oh my god.
No, I don't know. I was just
shit. He was a president in Fifth Element.
Oh, Michael Clark Duncan?
No, Jesus Christ. I know he's a big black man, but they don't all look the same.
Oh no, Michael Clark Duncan.
Tommy Tiny Lister.
Yeah, that's
Tiny
it,
Lister. Yeah, he looks like a fatter Tommy Tiny Lister. Yeah.
I seriously I do have this sneaking suspicion that we're gonna see like Tom Sweeney, Chris Reagan videos like that in about 5 or 10 years time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chris is just gonna go to a dark place and do what he does, which is annoy his roommate.
What was Okay, so Tiny Lister was a wrestler for a while under the name Zeus. And it was... Yeah. Okay. It was
Then he got
a
in on
movie.
Friday.
It was a movie called No Holds Barred. No Holds...
I'm gonna be honest with you.
I vaguely remember the title.
No Holds Barred with Hulk Hogan. Okay? So, this thing... All right. Let me get a...
Dookie.
We're gonna have to watch the trailer for this. I think this is actually pretty important.
Hmm.
But real quick, before we do, I love these weird fucking rabbit holes that we find ourselves in sometimes.
That's what happens when you stream on Twitch, you know.
I know. Fuck it, man. Farktoid
Yeah.
says, Mr. Holiday, you are under investigation for unauthorized yeeting, excessive smugness, and impersonating James Charles. Please stay where you are and ignore the black helicopters that totally aren't on their way.
I still stand by that fact. I don't give a fuck who says what about Toddy. It was my goddamn promo that took him down finally.
The Dookie scene? What Dookie scene? Oh my god.
Dookie.
Dookie.
The Dookie scene. See, I always remember him from Friday.
Oh fuck. Yeah. All right. Yeah. We'll do that after we see the trailer. All right, Daddy. I forgot all about that.
The
Shit,
fuck
that is
is
really
it?
good.
Duck it.
The Dookie scene. Yami says, "Oh, they lost a bag of heroin. At least they didn't lose a bag of weed to their pet pig. Ohio is in the running to be the top Florida man. Seriously, my state is fucking weird. I guess somebody fed their pig a whole bag of weed. Ugh.
Well, pigs will eat fucking anything.
I hope the pig's feeling good. At least maybe they gave him some cereal. Sure, it'll be fine."
Give him some Cheetos with that. Give him a Mountain Dew.
A Noble Yeti resubscribed 15 months. Thank you very much, buddy. Appreciate you. And Addy Monster says, Nick, I was thinking the same thing. Anytime Chris comes home with like a gallon of milk and takes it straight to his room, I know I'm gonna hurt Tom Sweeney, who doesn't understand how the sun works. Yep.
I know I'm gonna hurt. Oh.
There we go.
Hey, wait a
Are
minute.
you looking for a little escape?
Yes. He's so glistening.
Did they oil him up? It's part of his his daily routine. He gets up, shit, shower, shave. Oil me up, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Want to see something
This is sick!
you don't see every day? Are you ready for a whole new Hulk Hogan?
Look,
Okay, I'll be Jay, you be Mike. Now give us 5 minutes of how this relates to Star Trek.
oh Christ.
Go.
Oh Christ. No thanks. No.
You know what the last episode of Voyager was called, right?
Endgame.
Endgame.
Mm-hmm.
Hulk Hogan is ripped. To the world, he's a hero. But to this man, he's history.
I love his headband. His headband is great.
It's a crown, dude.
I guess it is a crown, isn't it?
Crown.
That is a
He's
fucking
king.
Zeus. Stand back. Way back. Get ready for the battle no ropes can hold. No ring.
Oh shit. So what I think is really interesting about this movie is this movie was basically the introduction of Zeus to wrestling.
No, was it?
Yeah, he had never wrestled before. They did this movie. Hulk Hogan did this movie. Hulk Hogan did a bunch of movies, but like he did this one, and from
Can't remember any.
there, the WWF was like, we're gonna make Zeus actually like a real character. So they took a fictional character in a fictional movie starring one of the wrestlers, and then tried to sell him as like an athlete. Like,
Yeah,
it's so
I
bizarre.
was really hoping you were gonna like finish that little critique of the WWF by saying they took this fictional wrestler and made him real.
Well, yeah.
Wrestling's not real.
What's up? You wanted to kiss me?
I'm like the only person on the face of the earth, I think, who just doesn't do wrestling.
Hashtag me too. Thank you.
Did you see what I DM'd you on?
Just gonna make out with my beer a little bit and do some gravelly voice ASMR for you guys.
We will. I will look at it in a moment. Okay.
Actually, I think I'm gonna do that tomorrow. But yeah, it's just like Tom hates ASMR.
No referee. No rules.
Gentlemen, it's time.
No holds barred.
And you know
This
what?
is an unprecedented display of strength.
I think that this might actually be the first appearance of an octagon ring.
Fucking, where were you then, Joe Rogan? Yeah, that's right. Probably doing the open mics in Boston, weren't you?
Most people don't know this, but the UHC is completely a ripoff of the 1989 smash hit No Holds Barred. Most people don't know that.
It's true. Yeah. Also, this was famous because it had the first interracial suplex.
Yeah.
Making history. It's a civil rights thing.
Everybody clapped. Addy Monster says that feel when the Hulkster is standing right behind you and pulls your hair and his name is Rip. Addy Monster says all I see Tiny as is Debo from Friday. That's my chain, punk. Yeah. Feel that. Ward says, can we please watch the Mr. Nanny trailer? Maybe in a little bit. We gotta.
I think Debo's got to be his like most iconic role.
The president from fucking Fifth Element.
No, I mean I remember that, but when I think of him, I just
You
think
think
of
Debo?
Debo.
Really?
Yeah.
Not
'Cause
me, man.
Well, I mean, don't let this, button down and this complexion or my genetic makeup fool you. I'm hip to those streets movies with the Cuba Gooding Juniors. I'm all about the gangster life, the gangster Gooding Junior life.
Do you know they're making another Friday movie?
Didn't they already do that?
No, they made 2 Friday movies, and now they're gonna make a third called Last Friday.
Who's gonna be in it though?
Ice.
It's gonna be Michael Epps again.
Ice Cube, Tiny
Fucking
Lister,
Nick Cannon shows up.
Mike Epps is gonna be in it as Day Day.
I mean, shit. Fuck it. Why not? Ice Cube. He's got to get that. That cred back somehow after. What was it? Or was it? Are we there yet?
Shit. Was it the one where he's like in the fucking raft, like smiling and shit?
Oh Christ! Is this really happening again?
Yeah, I think it is. I think you kind of
God damn.
bro.
Oh, it's I completely lost my train of thought there too.
Ride along. No, not ride along.
Did you mention something about The Craft?
Me? No.
Yeah. Oh,
Did you have a stroke?
might have. Maybe.
Yes.
Do I look like Chan? Do it? Oh, fucking.
Are We
Channing.
There Yet? Which was also followed up by the smash hit sequel, Are We Done Yet? Which is exactly what Ice Cube was asking the entire time it was filming.
Yeah, that's that classic meme. First, I was all like, then. There's nothing funnier on the internet than Ice Cube and a fucking life preserver.
True. That's true.
No one can look good wearing those things.
What's that smell? What's that smell?
It's a 1 hour loop. We're good.
Okay.
Cinema masterpiece. Yes,
It
indeed,
really
Addy.
is.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Sort of like when you watch the supercuts from the Dark Knight movies, where it's just Bane out of context.
Oh my, yeah.
Do you know how long would it take us to get market fresh strawberries? 5 minutes.
I'm gonna be
We're
honest with
going mobile.
Yeah, no, that definitely reminds me of Commando and Sally's death. Sally, remember when I said I'd kill you last? Yeah, man. Yeah, you said you'd kill me last. I lied. Gah! So good.
I'll have you guys know, by the way, the other reason that I keep Facebook alive is because that's how I keep in touch with my old friend Ray Don Chong. And that's not even a lie. I'm actually friends and have spoken with Ray Don Chong a number of times. That's right. I got the Hollywood connection. It's like what Vernacular is always asking, like, how do you know all these famous people? It's like, well, Vern, it's all in the attitude, you know?
And you need a gateway, and yours is Ray Don Chong.
Exactly. Even though she actually lives in Portsmouth. Ray Don Chong is a New Hampshire resident. She's like 85% of Portsmouth's black population.
Is she still really pretty?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, I bet.
Smart lady too, but she gets a little hardcore with her that 2014 era progressivism as we all remember fondly.
Oh yeah. Well, whatever. It's fine.
Yeah, we chatted a few times on a couple of radio shows. Really, really genuinely nice lady. Like
cool.
an absolute treat to talk to.
The Arnie leading lady that I always wanted to meet or be able to talk to at least was
I'm kind of retarded.
Conchita Alonso. What's her fucking name? Fuck. From Running Man. What was her name?
Oh yeah.
Shit. This is gonna drive me crazy.
I really thought you were gonna go with Jamie Lee Curtis just because.
Maria Conchita Alonso.
There you go. Yeah, that was a. Oh shit! They haven't rebooted that yet. Good.
The Running Man.
Have they?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Of course they did. It's called The Hunger Games.
No, The Hunger Games is a ripoff of Battle Royale.
Yeah, which is clearly a ripoff of Running Man.
Sure it is. Sure it is.
Really need to show my 10-year, soon-to-be 11-year-old Battle Royale.
Probably a good idea.
I think it's about time.
Dude, this is how fucking dumb. I swear to God, IMDb can be so fucking stupid sometimes. I went to go check and see if like there's another entry on Stephen King's to see if they're gonna redo The Running Man, and it's like they fucking decided. Here, look at this shit. This is so crazy. Just to be safe, we're just gonna add all of his books in. Like announced pre-production, unless these are literally ones that are legitimately being made. If they are, I'm gonna shit my pants. Like that's fucking crazy.
Wow. Well, I'm actually up 160,000 points on IMDb.
Oh, are you?
I have no idea why or how this works. I was what was it? I was ranked let's see, my peak, I was 36,000 on the site. Nowhere near, like, this is like years between me doing anything.
Oh, wow. Dude, you're a writer for the YouTube Saints? Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, right up until they canceled the show.
Yeah.
Fucking WGA contracts, you know. But I mean,
What's
I don't know.
Rosa Beach?
That's a movie that I shot 2 days on in Massachusetts, and then they never finished it.
It's still filming.
And then they never updated it. That's about 5 years old now, I think.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, 80s synth pop, cyberpunk, crime story, real garbage. Most of that's mostly garbage.
Who adds us to this shit? Like, I have an IMDb page. Why? Oh no. What is Kekistan? Oh no.
I have no idea who did that.
Oh no. I know it's not you. You wouldn't fucking do that to me. Oh, I'm credited on Warski Live too. That's great.
Well, that was a funny thing I started noticing too. When I'd log in to IMDb, right? I noticed this new thing. It's like, do you want to log in with Amazon? And it's like, is this just free with Prime now? Is that why every fucking YouTuber on the face of the earth has an IMDb page? This website used to matter. Now, if you have a pro, I could actually edit that.
I would really appreciate it. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Because yeah,
Yeah. I mean, it's like I'm not even listed as being on Dr. Phil. You know?
What? Is Dr. Phil?
Instead, it's like, oh, I was in a fucking Medicare video once and I was on Worski Live. Like, fuck off. Kiss my ass. Oh, my God. Let's read news. I don't want to think about this anymore. This is depressing me.
I did think it was funny, though, because I did get added to Low Res's podcast one time. And I'm like, I reached out. I'm like, why am I there? He's like, oh, yeah, for a while I thought it was worth putting people on, and updating that thing. But who fucking uses IMDB anymore?
I do every day.
Yeah.
Chelsea Manning sent back to jail for refusing to testify. This is a very confusing story.
Mhm.
So former Army intelligence analyst Chelsea Manning was ordered back to jail for refusing to testify to a grand jury, even after telling a judge she'd rather starve to death than cooperate with prosecutors. U.S. District Judge Anthony Trenga ordered her Thursday to remain incarcerated at the Alexandria jail, either until she agrees to testify or until the grand jury's term expires in 18 months. He also imposed fines that will kick in at $500 a day after 30 days and $1,000 a day after 60 days.
That's fucking ludicrous.
That is absolutely fucking insane.
Yeah, and so Manning's already spent 2 months in jail for refusing a previous subpoena to testify to a grand jury investigating WikiLeaks. She was released last week when the grand jury's term expired, but prosecutors quickly hit her with a new subpoena to testify to a new grand jury. So that's one of these things. They're just going to keep at it, keep going, and this after the pardon. So this has nothing to do with what Manning was convicted of.
Right.
Something completely separate. And now they're just, this is getting to cruel and unusual.
Yeah, no, this is absolutely insane. Like, I get that Chelsea Manning's politics can be really cringy and annoying, but that in no way justifies the shit that they're fucking doing to her. This is absolutely insane.
Mm-hmm.
Manning's lawyers had argued that she should not be jailed because she has proved that she will refuse to testify no matter how long she's behind bars. Under federal law, a recalcitrant witness can be jailed for civil contempt only if there's a reasonable possibility that the incarceration will coerce the witness into testifying. If a judge were to determine that incarcerating Manning were punitive rather than coercive, Manning would not be jailed. But, and that's really what this comes down to, is this is entirely, this is coercive and punitive at the same time.
Yep.
And they're going to make her suffer because she will not bend to the will of the court.
And it's a similar thing that I experienced with family courts for years. And it's one of those broad, often unspoken sort of problem areas I feel with courts is this line between criminal and civil authority in this case.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, not to harp on my pet issue as it was here, but for instance, there was a story just in it because family courts are civil courts, but they have the power to jail people, which civil courts kind of aren't really supposed to have that. And there was a story of a judge didn't like that this guy had complained about a ruling against him in a custody case on Facebook, and then told him if he didn't post a lengthy apology every day to his ex-wife on his own Facebook, that they'd throw his ass in prison. And with this, we've got Trengo was unimpressed with the rationale and noted the grand juries are embedded in the Constitution. He said that he hopes while incarcerated, quote, Miss Manning would reflect on the principles she says she's embracing and whether those views are worth paying the price she's paying for them. Okay, so you're not actually, in that statement right there, it's not about refusing to testify. It's about testing principles now, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It's the courts in this fucking country are disgusting, and the fact that a civil contempt can effectively give you a prison term and a lifetime of debt simply because a judge doesn't like how you related to or worked with a grand jury because you wouldn't testify. That's a little fucked up.
What I'm kind of curious about, do we know why they're trying to get her to testify in front of a grand jury?
I'm not entirely up on it myself, but I really would, because it's a case regarding WikiLeaks, right?
That's exactly what I was gonna say. If they haven't stated it openly, I would almost guarantee you this is completely 100% about WikiLeaks.
Yeah, well, it's the grand jury in Alexandria has already obtained a separate indictment of WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange for his role in helping disclose the documents Manning gave him. And if you guys had not followed this, there's just like a brief TLDR synopsis of how this shit all went down. So when and I know this because I previously interviewed Birgitta Jonsdottir, who was the founder of the Pirate Party and a former member of Parliament in Iceland who co-founded WikiLeaks.
Mm-hmm.
And so that whole rape thing, right? In
Right.
Sweden. Yeah, so that was about he basically like had some they had wake up sex and she didn't like it.
Oh no.
She didn't feel like she'd been raped or anything, but then she got some advice and they said, well, go talk to the police at least. And the prosecutors, upon learning who it was, immediately picked it up. And she was trying to recant for a while, trying to drop it, but the state decided to prosecute anyway.
Yep.
But all of that is just a really big smokescreen to get him out of the fucking embassy so that he can be extradited to the U.S. When you've got retards here saying, he's a traitor, it's like, he's not fucking American. You can't betray a country you're not from.
Nope.
Yeah. Now, with all like with this, yeah, Manning's already argued that Assange's indictment is proof that her testimony is no longer needed and is merely intended to harass her. Grand juries, though, often issue superseding indictments that can outline additional charges to those spelled out in an additional indictment. Twellinger declined to comment on why Manning's testimony is needed now. So they're not even saying. Like,
Yep.
No.
This is honestly really great. I'm gonna make another quick drink real fast though. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
I'll hang with the chat.
Yeah.
But yeah, Barr, the other guy's name is Snowden. Snowden's still taking his own refuge in Russia. And now there is a lot of, the thing about like WikiLeaks and these sort of guerrilla journalist types, right, is like their interests are just in exposing whatever they can find. And in truth, I mean, it was funny. I remember Bernie Sanders one time was saying, like before, when it came to Snowden, he said Snowden, like if he was president, for instance, like he doesn't know if he'd pardon Snowden because, well, he thinks what he did was important. And he thinks that the exposing of things like the prison spy programs of of this new global network of watch your ass, and if you got nothing to hide, you got nothing to fear kind of shit, along with Manning's leaks showing us like what that insane war in Iraq was really like, they're really valuable. But according to Sanders at the time, he's like, but he did break the law, and that needs to be adjudicated in a court. And that's that's reasonable. But Manning's already been prosecuted and found guilty for something and then was pardoned by the fucking president. And now, and there's a lot of suspicion I'm hearing too. It's unfounded. It's just kind of rumors and such. But the nature of the Russia connections and the fact that WikiLeaks seemed to have something of a pro-Trump message in that they didn't support Clinton and they were exposing shit as they found it. Well, the one thing you could tell about WikiLeaks is if they found a bunch of shit that, for instance, might have helped the administration get into office, there's no reason to think that if they found anything damning about them, that they'd somehow play favorites and not release that. So, the fuck? What is that?
Carries.
Oh! I couldn't really read it from all the way over here. I thought it said something about cramps.
It says
I'm like, that explains last week. I get it.
It says Drew carries.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it's spitting out. Jim.
Fucking
Thank you, memory.
Targaryen menstruation is. That's why I came up with that ticker line. It's like, yeah, King Westeros is considering lifting their abortion ban after an immigrant's unexpected children burned down the capital city.
Okay, so Yemi, I'm just throwing the money for the ASMR. I would look forward to it tomorrow, but sadly I can't because, well, Keanu Reeves. And one can't deny the Adonis of pure badass as Keanu. I am thinking I'm probably going to make it a point to go see that movie sooner rather than later, John Wick 3. I think I probably will.
It looks dope. Well, I mean, when I went and saw Endgame yesterday, spoilers, there isn't any of the ass play you were hoping for.
No, not really.
Sorry. But yeah, it was good. But yeah, like I went to a 2:15 matinee, so it was like $6 to get in, and then they serve you beer there, which is great. And
that's nice.
$5 for a 22-ounce beer. That's better than like the downtown bars.
That's really not bad at all.
Yeah, and I noticed John Wick was playing. I'm like, should I double feature this shit? Probably not. Yeah.
At like the Cinemark or something, you can get beer technically, but it's like $9 for a bottle of beer.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because this place is called Chunky's, and it bills itself as a pub and movie theater, even though when you walk in, it's just a movie theater, and it's not an IMAX or nothing. But yeah, you sit down and they give you like this little button thing, like a little coaster with a button on it and a menu. And then like anytime you want to order anything, you just press the button. The server comes along, like sneaks in, like, you know, ducking down, like being quiet because it's a movie. Like, what can I get for you?
Oh, yeah.
2 big fucking beers, giant bucket. They're like, hey, do you want to spend the $22 and get an actual bucket of beer? I love this fucking place.
Yeah, there's kind of a place like that in town called the David Minor Theater, and before they had the money to really build it up nice, it was just a pretty much vacant building except for some partitions and soundproofing and old couches. And eventually they made it nice. It's really nice now, but it had like this gutter feel to it originally. But it's great because it's right by a local brewery and right by a local like really nice late night food eatery. And you could order, and they would straight bring it into the theater and deliver it to your seat. You know, you could get
dope.
Yeah, it's just it's not as cool now because it lost that like kind of gutter trashy vibe. So
Canal Place. I never made it to Canal Place Anonymous Rug, but I am actually looking at hopefully potentially moving back there in the next year or so because there ain't no staying in Manchester now.
No, it's untenable at this point.
Yeah, actually, and I think I mentioned it on Wednesday, but I remembered to email myself the report that I found. The median income in Manchester is $50,000 a year.
Jesus Christ.
And that's big. Well, that's because like half, like, you know, like the outskirts, the outer parts of town are pretty much populated by like rich motherfuckers.
Sure.
And then everybody inside the town is poor. But the average rent here for a 2-bedroom requires that you make 113% of the median income.
Wow. What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
What the fuck? That's crazy.
And yeah, don't feel bad, Blue Eyed Avenger, because I got a little weepy in the theater too. And I got back, I told like one of my neighbors, I saw him downstairs, the guy who helps me with my bike. And I'm like, yeah, I just got back from Endgame. He's like, oh man, I saw that with my daughter. How many people in the theater were crying? I'm like,
I'm kind of retarded.
just me.
Yeah, I teared up a couple of times in that movie. I did. I'm not gonna lie. You know.
No, it's like John Wilmot says in The Libertine. Like, I cannot feel in life. I must have it done for me in the theater. Yes. Exactly.
Yes. And Obietti says, "Oh boy, it's been so long since we've seen a live show plus strawberry lemonade, natty light before work. Priceless." Addy Monster, my roomie once said he was going commando because he needed to do his boxer laundry, and I was confused what that had to do with chopping people's forearms off with a machete, or throwing saw blades and embedding them in people's skulls. One cannot get to the sub to Biotech, babe. Thank you very much. Let's get some fucking pinkies up for the mood. Jews up in here. What's up with this piece? Honestly, like, and one thing I really like about us moving over to Twitch, I want to start fucking around more. I want to, like, goof off with, like, the lore and do stupid shit.
Well, I mean, in fairness, we do. I mean, at least from my opinion, we largely have the missus to thank, because when we were chatting a couple weeks ago, actually, it was when she was on the show, and after like you fucked off to go do something, I just ended up hanging out, just chatting with her for like a half hour after the show. She was pushing. She was like, "You guys need to you just need to do the Twitch shows. Just do them all like that. You have more fun. It's better for you. Everyone likes them more."
Yeah. And Memory was a big pusher on that. She's like, you guys are just happy after Wednesday. But then you guys, like, build it all up to do this fucking thing on YouTube. This big, grand thing that you're trying to do on YouTube. Just fucking have fun. Just do it all on Twitch. Fuck it. You guys are happier. I'm like,
we did kind of fall off on the actually having fun doing the show thing for a while. Because YouTube is fucking trash.
No matter what, even when it was not necessarily easy to do the show, I love the community, and I love like the interaction and the purpose behind it. So it was still great to do, but the pressure of like, because like there's a whole world of shit associated with like YouTube and years that we've been doing stuff on YouTube. and people that we used to associate with, and like how social climbing works and that sort of thing, and we just want to have fun. Like, it's all so fucking exhausting. I'd really rather just have a good time.
Actually, yeah, and when we uploaded the midweek to YouTube earlier in the week, one of the first comments that popped up is like, "Oh, thank fuck, no drama or stupid shit, just a fun show." It's like, oh yeah, fun show. That's a term I haven't heard in a long time.
Let's see. One Canuck, we are Kekistan. Wahaha. Shut up. Dude, I was on DP a little while ago, and fucking they sprung that I am Kekistan thing on me, and I got so I downed the last time I whiskey because I was like, you fucking assholes.
Dude, when I was watching Poisoning the Wells recent-ish stream, and they brought up like Kekistan and the whole like infamous VidCon picture and shit, and I think it was Fane even pointed out, because I like said something in the comment, because he starts listing off all the friends they have. My name was not mentioned. And I'm like, yeah. So, well, and I commented on it. He's like, oh, no, absolutely you, dude. And how in the fuck, and somebody in the chat too was like, how in the fuck do you like dodge all of these bullets? And I'm like, well, there's an upside to being irrelevant in the public eye. So
fuck it, whatever. Oh, Ward. Oh, good night, Ward. We were gonna watch Mr. Nanny trailer, but if you're going to bed, that's okay.
It's always there on YouTube for you. You can set yourself to sleep watching it.
We might still watch it anyway, just for the fuck of it.
I know when I'm having difficulty falling asleep, I'll just put like the trailer of like my favorite clips from Mr. Nanny.
Mm-hmm.
Or that time Vin Diesel played the Tooth Fairy, or maybe that was The Rock. I don't really know.
Maybe that was a stroke. I don't know.
It was a stroke, and just like constantly like I sneezed my way into forgetting my own name.
Okay, now you got me all fucked up. Like, which was that The Rock or was that Vin Diesel? Fuck me.
I think the Tooth Fairy was The Rock, and Vin Diesel played Mr. Nanny or something like that.
Tooth Fairy. Dwayne The Rock Johnson was the Tooth Fairy.
Yeah, because we all knew that's where his career was heading.
Yeah. Well, I mean, fucking okay. And what was the Vin Diesel one where he took care of those fucking kids? What was the name of that shit?
Like it was like Secret Agent Nanny Man or something.
Oh fuck! Please tell me it's not actually Secret
The Pacifier.
Agent Nanny.
Yeah, there we go.
Pacifier?
No, Larry Kubiak. Yeah, Vin Diesel was the pacifier.
You're right. And fuck, his character's name Shane Wolf.
I saw the trailer for that new Men in Black that's coming out, right?
Yeah. No.
Well, this is the thing. There are legions of talented, unemployed screenwriters writing amazing original films right now.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just not taking any chances for some reason. And I'm just reminded of listening to John Cleese talk about how they booked the deal to get Python, the original Python series, made.
Oh, sure.
Well, yeah, they showed up together at the BBC offices because somehow they got a meeting. Oh yeah, no, and they got a meeting, and they had nothing prepared. They had no plan whatsoever. And like, what's the show going to be about? Oh, okay. So what are some of the episodes? You're gonna have guests? Who? That's a good question. That's a really good question. Finally, like, all right, whatever, fine. Here's the money. Just go make 13 episodes. Go away now.
Yeah, right.
And they take chances back then. Instead, we get like, I can't wait until the next Fantastic Four movie comes out. They'll get it right one of these days.
Well, maybe. I fucking hope so. I love the Fantastic Four. They're fucking great. Okay. Yami says, as the sweetheart I am, I'll not give spoilers, but I'll shoot you a DM with a one-word review, Jeff and Nick. Okay, one-word review.
The pacifier?
Something. Oh, see, I see why Jables is mad, because he was talking like maybe the Lesser Saints could stream also on Twitch and then just raid when this one's going live.
Jables,
that's a good idea.
Jables, I'm going to jump on IMDB tonight and punch you up an associate producer credit.
Yeah, goddamn right. Goddamn
And then
right.
I'm gonna add you to what is Kekistan also.
No, please don't. No, please don't. Larry Kubiak says, alert! This is not a drill. Here comes an Anime Moon request. Oh no! I did check it though, and I give the Weeb certificate of goodness, like the Japanese men from Creative Products say, Perusuntoru! Okay.
Tayo.
Okay. There it is.
What's that smell?
Okay, anyway, here it is.
You have my full attention.
I just like pausing at random moments.
That fucking pause game, dude.
I know, I'm fucking good
feel
at
like
this shit, man.
I feel like I'm in the Millennium Falcon. We just came out of hyperspace.
Mm-hmm. Zhudunk. There's ass.
It's gonna be dudes.
Wow, good call. Good call. I was about to be
I'm
like, that Japanese woman's got an ass like Mariah Mills. What the fuck?
Just say I know my way around a Japanese man's ass.
Wow.
I'll just say this is the strangest Mario announcement ever.
Right. Oh, fuck it. We'll just pause on that one. That's good. That's good.
Yeah,
What were you
yeah.
saying?
No, it's I was just gonna say this is like the strangest like Konami announcement I've ever seen.
This is pretty great. Addie says, I have found my future and it is in glorious Nippon.
This glorious constipation. Like suddenly I feel like I'm like finally catching up on the last season of Mr. Robot.
Strawberry.
Strawberry Chimera, Yuzima. As they said, as they said on QI, that's racism.
Yes, they are all named Camellia. They are. They absolutely are.
This is what happens when you watch James Charles videos with Japanese subtitles. Did you catch that?
Huh.
In the paper when it did the transition and the zoom there?
Transition, huh?
Yeah, what they are looking for. Dad?
They're looking for dad. Dude, Addie, this is your future. What the fuck?
Yeah. What are you talking about future? This is Addie, this is your now, here and now.
I'm fucking dying, dude. Oh my god.
本能は無罪ですお互い
Whew, okay. Okay. No, it's fine. It's a funny thing. This is the weird thing I find too about like Japan though, is like in the West we get the, especially from the weebs, we get all this like, the topic, like the surface level, it seems like regimented society that's so heavy, so hard charging, people kill themselves. And then you're like, oh no, they have comedy. And it shows it, like all of that deep seated like resentment, neurosis and shit that causes good comedy. It shows.
Yeah.
And I love seeing somebody whose man titties are hanging slightly lower than mine.
秋葉原にも行きましたがキューティーパディ男の子でした政治家嘘をつきませんセブセイは正と守ります税金
I really want to catch a freeze frame on the one in the afro dancing. Like it's
very it's a very masculine child.
She's very graceful. She's very
I was just thinking, like, I wish we could have this as our theme song. We could just do the entire intro to the show like it's an anime.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if like, honestly, if this song right here would not get us hit with a fucking copyright every single time, I'd say this should just be our intro music from now on.
税金無駄には使わないです髪型どこか夜は明けてきますか味方
Jeff, there's your thumbnail when this episode gets uploaded.
I'll be honest with you.
Just that. You cut that out, put the name of the show right there. We're good to go.
Oh my god. Oh wow. This is it's just so
what I really love though is like you can see the attitudes between the three of them. Like, the homeboy in the center there is really feeling it. Really.
Oh yeah.
The one on the right. There you go. Yep. That's it. That is it. Yeah. This homie here, he's like, you know what? I'm going to make the best of this. And then the third one there is just like still stunned like this. I would have never thought it worked so well for me, but I'd fuck me.
Whoo. Okay. Oh, I think I'm
Skull maggot, make it go away.
両間は泣いてやしませんかこの国に誇りあるのですねパオパオパオパオパオパオパオパオ
I keep like, okay, so like 4 times I think in the time that we've been doing this show I've almost played Yatta, but I've never actually gotten around to playing Yatta. Have you ever seen Yatta?
Sounds like it's full of microtransactions. No. We can play it. We can play it
now. You know, I tell you what. If you guys stay to the end of the show, then we'll watch some Yatta. Okay?
Yeah, we'll play ourselves out. Nope. Did you now?
Oh.
Well, because guess what? You should have been a while ago. That's right. You want to say hi? Hang on.
Empress
what? No?
Quinn. Here comes the Empress.
You can just wave in front of the camera.
What up, Quinn?
Yeah. Look. They're going nuts for you.
What up, Big Money?
Tell them something that would piss them off the most.
Yeah.
I have a challenge for you guys.
All right. Well, so
You guys say something that will piss my dad off the most.
just that'll piss me off the most.
Yes.
You have no idea the can of worms you're opening right now. I thought it was like to say something the audience will hate, and I was going to be like, okay, so I hope you've enjoyed Twitch Saints. Catch us over on D Live from now on.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Fucking
Piss my
D-Live.
dad off.
Okay, let's see. Hang on. Let's see. Nick, you have the hairline of basketball.
Whoa!
Tacos.
There we go. Now, if you guys could all be so kind, though, to tell this.
Don't tell them my hugest secret that I have a boyfriend. Oops.
Oops.
Wait. What's his name? What's his name?
I ain't gonna tell you.
It rhymes
It's
with.
Dominita.
It's what?
It's Dominita.
The hell are you doing?
Sounds-
Are you
sounds
suddenly
Middle
like leading a Pentecostal church?
It sounds Middle Eastern.
I thought it was more like I'm just waiting for her to go grab some snakes to handle. Yeah. Yeah, but his name is Miles.
No.
Really? Okay, what's his
Yeah.
address and what time does he go to sleep?
Oh yeah.
Boy.
Quinn, when you walk towards the screen,
Oh yeah.
no one can see you.
Yeah.
Oh! Okay. Okay.
Boy.
No.
Boy.
Okay. Now that having been said, and that now being out of the way,
Miles.
guess what you
Miles.
can
It's
do?
Myles.
Oh yeah, wow. Go ahead, dox your boyfriend, Quinn. Get the hell out of here. All right.
Hasn't really asked me if I stalked him.
No, he's a good kid, and she's, despite like appearances, she's actually a pretty smart girl herself. So, hey, good night. Oh, do you want to dab on them real quick?
Yes.
Okay.
Dab us.
If you hate my
Excellent.
dad, dab on them. Dab on him.
Yep.
They don't hate me, at least not in public. Yep. See. There we go. There's
A
your
dab
dab.
and salute to you. A dab and salute to you.
All right.
Night, darling.
Bing! Off to bed with you.
If you dab, you get it.
Give me a hug.
Get a shout out.
Give me a hug.
Larry Kovacat.
Kubiak. Yeah.
You get a shout out.
Yep. Quack dab. See, look, you're getting octopus dabs now. Now you can take your dab on little ass.
Skull Mago.
Hey.
One night.
Hang on.
99.
Yeah, go brush.
Yeah. Skull Mago 99 is.
Go brush your teeth. You'll have plenty of time to like embarrass yourself on the internet when you're
I ain't
older.
embarrassing myself. I'm safe.
Hey.
Okay, I gotta see how far.
Suddenly,
What?
well, it's just nice because like suddenly this isn't the weirdest thing tonight.
Yeah. Nobody stops Yazima Beauty Salon. Excellent. Let's see. Dragon of the West says, "Happy Friday, guys. I was really happy finally to see Jeff met Hannibal and Monty. Can't wait for the crossover. Also, Jeff, have you told Nick your most New Orleans? My most New Orleans? I don't know. But I will say,
Why is it still playing for me?
I don't know. Shouldn't be. Try reloading.
I refresh it.
Refresh it.
Okay, that's just weird.
Oh. Here.
Okay, there we go. And now it's just replaying the. Okay, so we're on the same page now. That's good. Duke, man. All I want to do is say, yes, I am. Yes, I am.
All right. Anyway, no, yeah, I got to go on the Morning Wood on Pimmonk show with Hannibal and Monty. Really cool guys. You would really fucking like them. I'll have to try and coax them on the show.
I'm sure when I rebrand as somebody completely who is not me, I'll end up getting invites to other people's shows someday. Hi, Ben. Hey, Pimp Monk.
Oh my
Tap and
god.
poisoning the well.
Oh my god. Oof. Well, they don't, dude. Poison the Well doesn't invite me either. They don't have guests on anymore.
Well, they had. I mean, they had. SDA ended up showing up just because I think it might have actually been Addie who was like demanding that SDA be on the show.
Oh yeah, SDA is fucking great though. Addie Monster says, "I'm screaming from my asshole. Thank you, Anime Moon and Larry. Oh God, I found my one true calling. Indeed." Yami says, "For you an Anime Moon, I will check that out here in just a minute." Addie Monster says, fuck me, I'm so pumped right now." Indeed. It was good. That was really good. Dragon of the West says, "I didn't realize the Rocky Horror Picture Show was touring in Japan."
Rocky Horror Picture Show. Okay, actually, no, it doesn't work.
Oh, Yami, that clip is way too long. I can't play
That is
clip.
rude and lascivious.
But I love you. I love you very much. And let's go to our next news article.
Yep.
Brexit breakdown made to announce departure timeline in June.
I, for one, love the Brexit stories because it's kind of like, well, when you guys used to watch me play Just Cause, you remember how I'd just spend hours blowing up train tracks so the trains would keep crashing?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's great.
Oh, that's cool. I still do not have any real understanding of what the fuck is happening with Brexit.
Well, the long and short is talks between Prime Minister Theresa May and opposition leader Jeremy Corbyn have collapsed. Officials revealed on Friday. 6 weeks of negotiation had aimed to unlock the Brexit impasse, which has crippled British politics and led to financial uncertainty in European and global markets. It's such a good idea, guys.
Yeah.
While some compromises have been made, we have been unable to bridge an important policy gap, Corbyn said. Well, he wrote to May in a letter that was posted on Twitter, so he kind of tweeted to her and then wrote. Who writes letters anymore? Very beautiful letter.
Why do all these politicians use Twitter? No.
Well, no. This is part of the like. I'm gonna come up with a better term for it, but I'm noticing like it's kind of like a Trump effect. It seems as though like the easiest way to get into politics, at least get into it, you're not going to last, but it's just to be like this douchey, brashy, shitposty, I'm all over Twitter, and hey kids, I'm going to tell you about foreign policy in like 3 tweet strings. Now May is planning to step down. So she plans to make a 4th and likely final effort to win parliamentary approval for her Brexit deal. So the problem is like they have to negotiate shit like trade negotiations.
Sure.
How visas are going to work. There's the whole question of Ireland and Northern Ireland, and this like because Scotland was pretty much overwhelmingly stay. They wanted to remain part of the EU, but then they also decided to stay part of the UK. And so people are now speculating too, like, oh, well, if like, will Scotland decide to secede from the United Kingdom so it can join the EU?
Ooh, and that would be spicy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, think about this, though. Here's the thing. So Northern Ireland is still part of the United Kingdom. Still, it's still under British rule, effectively.
Which is really weird to me.
It is, yeah. And then the Republic of Ireland itself is not. Right. So if the UK leaves the EU, Northern Ireland, where does that put that? And will that mean that they will actually have to have a visa, like, checkpoint when you're crossing from the Republic of Ireland into Northern Ireland? Will you need to declare yourself as though you were entering a foreign country? And it's just a massive shit show that keeps getting worse and worse because Parliament can't actually approve any of the shitty deals that they keep coming up with.
I've got an idea. We need to first make Puerto Rico a state, then Guam a state, and then we need to absorb Ireland. We should make Ireland the 53rd state.
I think the Irish might have something to say about that. They kind of blew up a bunch of Brits just because they wanted their own country for a while.
What if we well, yeah, that's true. That's totally true.
We'll just make it like, we'll make it like Canada used to be, where you don't need a passport.
Yeah. Well, no, there's still the whole like fractured country thing. It's just so weird. It's so weird that in 2019... there's a divided Ireland. It doesn't make any fucking sense to me. Also, I don't understand this Brexit shit anyway. Like the whole mess of this makes no fucking sense to me as an outsider because the vote happened and they were like, okay, well, Brexit is happening. But every subsequent they haven't been able to figure out how to do it yet, and every vote since then has been actually we should remain. So
the other side to it was that the vote itself wasn't necessarily binding, I don't think.
Sure, yeah, I don't think it was technically
It was
legally
advisory.
binding. Right,
Yeah, it
right.
was advisory.
It was an advisory vote. And it's very strange to me how pig-headed all these politicians are being necessarily. Like, why not just cut through the shit, have a full-blown fucking election? Like, this is what is going to happen. We're going to figure out what the fuck we're going to do,
Well-
and then decide that way. Maybe it's
well,
more
the-
complicated, and I just can't understand it,
Well,
but...
the other side to keep in mind too is how like British government works, and it's a parliamentary system. So unlike here,
Right.
where we just get elected representatives who are members of a party, and then they do their own thing, and then the party does its thing and all that.
Right.
Over there, parties pick up and lose seats. And I was listening. It was Eddie Izzard, because Eddie Izzard's actually going to be running to be an MP in England next year.
Oh, really? Okay. Cool.
Yeah, he's been saying it for 9 years, and I heard him explaining it to Rogan too, and he was talking about so like a British prime minister can call an election whenever they want
Mm.
within that 5-year period. So if like they're doing really well, they can call an election thinking because we're doing so well, we can really sell the party on this, and then we can pick up more seats in Parliament.
Okay.
But if that doesn't work out, then they lose that.
Right.
And the Brexit deals, which have been coming and going and negotiated and all this, a lot of it has to do with like how are they going to relate to the European central market, because EU members
Okay.
share a single market. But even things like travel, I mean, when the UK was part of the EU, for instance, like they could travel freely throughout Europe without any problems. They could retire to places without any problems. They could work without like excessive visa requirements, but that pissed off the Brits because of so many Poles would show up in England from Poland to work in England, and so on and so forth. And like, and now we've,
Okay.
yeah.
I think I'm grasping it. I just think it's cute. Bar 2 says it's so cute when Jeff can't politics and Nick gets to explain it to him. It's like when Nick can't science and Jeff steps up to explain that. We do make an interesting pair. We do indeed.
Both of us almost finished college.
Almost. Well, actually, I did technically get a degree, but I didn't get the degree that I really wanted. What the fuck happened with that?
God damn it, Quinn.
There we go.
And she was bouncing around the room.
So, long story short, is that maybe we'll get more information in June about Brexit. I don't know, maybe. Fucking whatever.
My favorite, honestly, like I've come to really, really love Jonathan Pye, though.
Yeah, he's pretty amazing. His takes on it are pretty fucking great.
Well, his video today, I felt it really summed up my kind of feelings while I'm watching this kind of shit go on, is because he's like, before, if you were with UKIP and a Brexiteer, that's fine. I respected you because you just had a different opinion. But now that, because Nigel Farage left UKIP and founded the Brexit Party, and now UKIP's central stars are fucking Sargon and Tommy Robinson. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that video. He has some very harsh words about it. Yes, I know. I know he dunked on Carl.
Well, the genuinely nice thing I like about seeing like basically the UK descend into chaos and turmoil like this is because I really like watching Pye's videos, and so the more inflamed and aggravated he gets, the better his videos are. So this is all working out in my benefit.
I will do just a tiny little bit that I usually otherwise try and avoid. I don't like talking about things that happen to deal with Sargon. I still have love in my heart for the guy, even though I cannot go where he is going. But today, I was taking a shit, and you know how when you open up your phone and you go to the
Wonderful way to start a story.
Yeah, I know. I'm sitting there, and you open up your phone and you hit the Chrome button, and it gives you like the top headlines tailored for you. And the very top one was Brexit rape comments guy.
Was it him getting hit with a fish?
No, it was his interview. It was his interview on BBC, but it was the BBC article, and the actual headline read, "UKIP rape comments guy."
Yep.
And I don't know how to feel about that. That a friend of mine that I cared about quite a bit is now known to hundreds of millions of people around the world as UKIP rape comments guy. So I don't know how to feel about that. So
Look,
instead, I don't want to talk about it.
Just watch the interview though, because when I said it's a Trump effect, that's exactly what's going on.
No, I saw
and it's
it.
like,
I saw it.
Yeah, and it's all like, you just misrepresented me, and they say like, okay, okie dokie, here we go, and it's but it's fine. It's all just fine. Listen, if Germany could bomb half of England into piles of rubble, and they could rebuild and then reboot Doctor Who in 2005. I'm not worried.
Yeah.
That's what really matters. As long as I get my BBC and as long as I can watch like reruns of QI and Would I Lie to You, as long as David Mitchell's still funny. And God, I'm pretty sure Random McCann is going to punch me in the dick when he gets here.
Probably.
Yeah, he might if he's around for it. He might end up popping in as a guest sort of again because he's traveling to the United States.
Oh.
But now he's about to face
What the heck was that?
the toughest fight of all. Kids.
All you have to do is protect them.
I hate kids.
Just want to get rid of the last
I like how this is
I don't
like
want anything to happen to Sean.
What could possibly happen?
I vaguely remember this.
oh god, it's that fucking kid. It's that fucking kid. Oh my god. What's his name? Shit. I'm looking it up.
Back to IMDb, Jeff, quickly.
I'm
must
going.
know.
I'm going. Oh my
We
god.
must know what he was convicted in the late 90s for.
Yeah, pretty much. I also like the dad, if I'm not mistaken.
Here's a fucking. While you look that up though, here's a brain bender.
Mm.
What do you think Jonathan Brandis is doing these days?
Oh my god. I don't even know, man.
It's like he owns a taco truck in the San Fernando Valley, and he changed his name.
Holy shit. I can't even. No. I'm good.
They're small.
I hope your Blue Cross is paid up.
I can handle myself.
They're mean.
Electromagnet.
He hit a door in his face. He hit a door in his face.
And they've got the place wired.
It's only low voltage. Can't kill him.
Look, this is art, all right? This is early 90s art, all right? Brandis is dead, dude.
Is he?
Yeah, Brandis is dead as fuck. 2003.
Oh, wow. Suicide by hanging.
Yeah, in the intro to the movie, there's a guy throwing a dog into a lake in the background. Really? What? What about Suburban Commando? No, Suburban Commando is virgin territory. This is the Chad Mr. Nanny, all right?
I think we're getting to him.
I can't believe this man
Let's
is
see, when
driving
Yami
his
said
power
6
into
feet
a
under, I was like,
two-wheeler
Jonathan
and
Brandis wasn't in 6 feet under.
I like this got Sherman Helmsley, and this is like the mega bald Hulk Hogan era.
They would do anything to get rid of it.
He and Joe Biden were competing.
And flour.
I've had it. And just
Oh God.
when he thought
Wait.
they couldn't get it.
Oh yeah. Well,
How much you want to bet this is Richard Spencer's favorite movie?
why?
I don't know.
It just seems like something he'd like, you know.
It's
Fuck
got it's got the what's his fucking name? God damn it. Oh yeah, no, it's got the see, the thing is, Hulk Hogan will never admit to it, but he accidentally sired a bastard son who grew up to be the golden one.
Ooh, wow.
Sorry, Hulk, and Hulkamaniacs everywhere.
What?
That was uncalled for.
What did Jonathan Brandis die from? Holy shit.
He hung himself. He hanged himself.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Wow, what the fuck?
Now the question is was it David Carradine style or never mind?
Oh, I don't know. That's crazy. Holy shit.
Well, I mean that's the fucking thing. I mean, well, it's a decent sort of like kind of lead in to the notion of like why YouTube sucks, but like think about what fame does to really famous people, like actors, people who create things.
Sure.
Like Robert Pattinson right now. I'm not saying he's going fucked up, but like that guy is a bona fide, trained, genuine, serious actor.
No, he is.
And
He really
everyone,
is.
yeah, and everyone hates him for Twilight. But if you ever catch him in anything else, you're like, fuck me, this guy is good. Now,
Yeah, no, actually a very, very accomplished actor. He really is.
yeah, and he's trying, and he's trying to escape, he's trying to escape, like he's trying to do what DiCaprio did, which is escape like the teen heartthrob pigeonhole, right?
Sure.
But I mean, like, you see what fame does to like these people in Hollywood and the music industry, and then when we see people we know from YouTube, when their fame skyrockets, and you see some of them just can't fucking handle it, it fucking breaks you. Because, like, for one thing, you live in this world. I think actually I Think I'm Real made a really good point about it. Because, like, when you're doing stuff online, for instance, you can get millions of people sometimes who get this very defined idea of who you are as a person.
Right.
And that has nothing to do with what you really are like.
Yeah.
And then we've seen what happens when people melt down like that. And the same sort of thing, I mean, with these child stars. Look at what happened to Macaulay Culkin. The only way
Macaulay came out the other end of it. It took a long time, but he did.
It did. But but I mean, if you notice, like, he's all about just like humor and just trying to do his own thing. He's not interested. He doesn't want to be.
He came out of it way better than Corey Feldman did.
Yeah, both of the Corys.
Yeah, he's Corey Haim's dead, isn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, I thought so. Corey Haim died, and Corey Feldman is a crazy person who runs a cult. But yeah, no, like, and some people just, they crack under the fucking pressure, man. Like, just today, I don't usually talk about him, but just today, I saw this crazy clip from Andy fucking Worski, and Home Slice is losing his fucking mind. He's losing his mind, and he is, like, cracking under the fucking pressure. And, like, in one part of me should have some schadenfreude about it, but another part of me is like, that's kind of what happens. That's kind of what happens when shit gets fucking out of control.
Well, it's like, it's like I was trying to tell you. I told you a few months ago, and I keep trying to come back to it because, like, if you can't have compassion for your worst enemy, then your compassion for the people you love the most is worthless. Because it's not rooted in genuine compassion. Yeah. And I saw the clip, and kids going to get help, right?
Yeah.
That's something I wish I could do.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, and I hope it gets better.
I hope it gets better too, because like, I think it's in crisis mode at this point.
Schadenfreude is fun, but it's also not a town in Pennsylvania.
Right. Right.
But yeah, but it's, that's the nature of it,
And Yami says, in the span of a small time that Nick explained Brexit, I understood so much better than a Brit reporter trying to explain a soft Brexit and a hard Brexit with cheese. Cheese! Yes.
Oh. Well, just keep in mind, like, when the U.S. got into a little trade tiff, just a little squabble with France back in the day, that made our cheese and our wine prices go crazy. Do you want that, UK? Do you?
Jonathan Brandis, who was he? Like,
he was in he played what's his name in Neverending Story 2. He was in Sequest DSV.
Oh, that's right. He was a Sequest kid. Yeah, he was the fucking Sequest dude. Oh wow. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What the
Sidekicks?
fuck?
Yeah, I was trying to think. I was like, I almost said Surf Ninjas, but I'm like, no.
No, all the Surf Ninjas are doing great, man.
Yeah, he was the last person to get to ride Falcor outside of Jesus.
Fuck, Surf Ninja references. Okay.
Surf Ninja references.
Food Services Company denies firing New Hampshire lunch lady for feeding students, despite letter to the contrary. This is a little complicated.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to New Hampshire, everybody. Out in Canaan, a food service vendor that reportedly fired Mascoma Valley Regional High School lunch lady, Bonnie Kimball, for feeding a student denies that it would sack. Who the fuck do you think you are using that term, Damian Fisher?
What, sack?
We don't use the term here. He just thinks he sounds fancy. Anyway, but yeah, it would sack anyone over an $8 lunch dinner, debt. Fresh Picks Cafe, a division of cafe services, would not authorize an employee to not feed a student or a staff member. Jamie Matheson, the human resources director, said in a statement, when a student does not have the funds available to pay for a lunch, there are set procedures to ensure the student is provided a meal. No, there's not. But according to the letter Matheson wrote to Kimball she was fired for feeding the student. On March 28th, the district manager was on site and witnessed the student coming through the line with multiple food items that you did not charge him for, Matheson wrote in an April 4th termination letter to Kimball. This is a strict violation of our cash handling procedures, the school charge policy, and federal regulation governing free meals.
Hold up. So there's a hungry-ass kid going into the fucking cafeteria. This fucking gem of a woman, okay? This legend.
Yeah, her name, Bonnie Kimball.
Bonnie
best
fucking Kimball.
Lunch lady ever.
Bonnie looks at this hungry-ass kid. You can't learn if you're hungry. You can't learn if you're hungry. And if you can't learn, why the fuck you in school to begin with? He's there to learn. He needs to learn. He needs some fucking food. He can't afford it. She gives him some fucking food. And then the school, the administrators, fucking cock.
Not the school. The company they subcontracted with because.
The company. Look. The cocksuckers, okay? The cocksuckers come in and they say, hey, you fed that kid didn't pay, you're fired. You're fired,
Okay.
Get the fuck out of here.
Real quick, I'm hearing a bit of New York. If you really want to get it, imagine an Adam Sandler douchebag character.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what the people in Manchester are like, yeah.
Stop staring at me, Schwan. I got that, yeah.
Here's the thing, Kimball said she was fired after a district manager saw her let a student take $8 worth of a la carte food he could not pay for. Kimball said she had been instructed by her direct manager to allow students to take food if they could not pay and discreetly remind them to have their parents add money to their school lunch accounts like it's a fucking prison canteen.
Right.
I was doing what I was told, Kimball said this week. We weren't supposed to pull trays. Yeah, because you know what? I mean, I love that like these human resources douchebags at this fucking school are like, well, if you see like a hungry school child with a tray full of food and they don't have the money, you take that shit away from them. You teach them a fucking lesson. And their parents, their scumbag, poor fuck parents. Kimball said her managers were concerned about the upcoming contract renewal for the Mascoma District's food service worth more than $560,000 in revenue. That's how much we pay. That's how much is paid out in a state with no income and no sales tax to provide lunches to kids using what are basically airport food service vendors. She said she'd been instructed to avoid any scenes if students weren't able to pay for their lunches. The boy who got $8 worth of free food on March 28th came back the next day and paid his tab. The school board chair,
but
Cookie Herbert.
She's still fucking fired.
Yeah, she's fired, even though he came back and paid his tab. And the worst thing she did was feed a hungry child at school. Now, typically that means the students with no money are allowed to take the meal of the day, but not on any a la carte items. So no premium lunch for you, Sonny Jim. 2 other cafe service employees quit after Kimball was fired. Solidarity.
A hooroo.
Yeah, Kimball said it was because they know she was following instructions given by the manager. Matheson declined to comment directly on Kimball's situation, but implied that the matter breaks down to giving students the a la carte items rather than the meal of the day, which is, in my day was a peanut butter sandwich. When set policies and procedures are not followed, corrective action is put in place up to and including termination, Matheson said in her remarks. Let's just keep in mind Jamie Matheson of Cafe Services, Human Resources Director, out of sweet old New Hampshire. You're a gem of a human being, Jamie. You're an absolute gem. I hope your kids are never too broke to afford a meal, and then have somebody like you dictating whether or not they can have lunch that day.
Fuck that, Jamie. You're a cunt. You're a fucking cunt. And how dare you you do this to my fucking main bitch, Bonnie? You do this to my main fucking bitch, Bonnie. How dare you? How dare you? I hope somebody come. I will. I'm not gonna go too hard on the coming to your house with the baseball bat and then it's. Huh? What the fuck?
Oh, but my own little hungry hippo decided to come out and chide me for having dared make fun of Adam Sandler, who is a quote nice dude. Go to bed.
What the fuck?
Go to bed. Go to bed.
Oh my god.
I'm disowning you tomorrow.
It's Raizu. Resubscribe. 9 months so far. Thank you so much, guys. Let's get some pinkies up in the fucking chat. Thank you so much, Raizu. Appreciate you, buddy. One Canuck says, smack my ass and call me, Willie. I just spent the last 10 minutes choking on a sandwich. If I go missing, I love you all. So I missed most of the show so far, but congrats on the move to Twitch. It was literally less work than just staying on YouTube. It is actually easier to stay here.
Yeah. And for once, I actually got to make a promo today that I was like really pleasantly surprised wasn't as awful as I anticipated it being.
I love your promos. Fucking shut up.
Well, no, I mean that
You're
one.
so
I was
sensitive.
I was gonna do a whole bit and stuff, and then I'm just like, okay, well, I got to get Quinn off to her school dance now, and I need to figure out dinner, and I need to eat because I haven't eaten in 2.5 days, and I need to do this, and I need to do that. I just throw the shit together, fine. And then to see that clickbait, that sweet clickbait works so well, and we racked up like 250 views on a promo in like 40 minutes. Like, this never happens.
Nah, that's
now you
good.
got now our 8,500 or so followers on YouTube give a shit, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, the regulars are like, no, I know this is bullshit. What are you doing? What do you do? Fuck you, Nick.
Brewery's keg party promise finds stolen van in 42 minutes. Okay, this should be interesting. I'll read this one.
This is fun news.
A North Carolina brewery's post promising a free keg party in exchange for the return of their stolen van went viral so fast the vehicle was located in 42 minutes. The unknown brewing company in Charlotte said in a Facebook post that it would put on a keg party for anyone who found the van, which was stolen early Monday morning. Please help us find it. Share it with all your friends. Whoever finds it, Brad will buy you a keg party. If you stole it and bring it back, we will also get you a keg party. Please DM us if you see it.
Wink.
The brewery said the post is almost immediately shared hundreds of times, leading to more than 15 tips being called in about the van, and a photo of the stolen vehicle's current whereabouts being posted on Instagram within 42 minutes of the Facebook post. The brewery said it is aiming to reward the whole city for their help. Want to thank you all for helping us get our van back by commenting, sharing, and sending us tips via direct messaging. The brewery said, this week we'll brew Van Theft Auto. When it releases, we'll be selling it for 25 cents a pint to cover taxes. That's as close to a free keg party as we could do for you, Charlotte. Fuck yes. Fuck Van Theft Auto beer.
Oh yeah. No, this is.
What?
I'll be honest, dude. I miss like at like my time at the beer shop, and I miss being a beer columnist. Not just because of all the free drinks and trips and shit, but if you're out there like right now, and I'll speak to the audience here. If you're watching this now, maybe you're a college student, maybe you're in like looking in business or marketing or this or that, and you don't want to get into that soulless corporate world. Join the beer world.
Oh yeah,
it's growing. Yeah. It's so much fun, and the only nasty competition where like they're backbiting and shit is the Anheuser-Busch's. Small breweries adore each other, and like they celebrate the shit that they make, and they send each other kegs of their new shit. And working whether you're working in marketing or on the brewery floor or on the retail side of things, or if you were doing what I was doing, like writing reviews and shit, everyone is so friendly, and because their whole world is beer. How can you be angry? How can you be upset?
Led Zepp Boy resubscribed 3 months so far. Thank you very much, buddy. Get some piggies up in the chat for you. Fuck yeah. What's going on, buddy? Yummy says, well, fuck me sideways and call me a toaster. The number 42 is the answer to all life. That's very true. Dragon of the West says, Jeffrey, skip some of the Streamlabs, including my third one was about the Angler Federation. Anyway, here's some money. No, I didn't. No, I did not. You know what? Here, this. You know what? We're getting serious on this one. Here, Nick. I'm gonna have
what am I doing?
Don't worry about it. All right. So, Dragon of the West. Happy Friday, you guys. I was really happy to finally see Jeff and met Hannibal and Monty. Okay, that's one. I didn't realize Rocket Horror Picture Show was touring in Japan. Okay. What needs to happen is all the Commonwealth united in the U.S. to form the Anglo Federation was referring to the very New Orleans story you told on Hannibal and Monty. Oh, wait, okay. I guess you actually have a point. All right, you know what? Shut up. Shut up and fuck off.
I wasn't me. I was that box laughing at you.
What needs to happen is all the Commonwealth united in the U.S. to form the Anglo Federation, also is referring to the very New Orleans story you told on Hannibal and Monty. Which one? I can't remember which one that was. Fuck. I'm not even drunk. I didn't even see it, man. I didn't even see it. I'm sorry. See, I was gonna blame it on Dragon of the West being super stoned because he's always super stoned, but I'm just a fucking idiot. So well, there you go.
Yeah. So well, actually, let's make it up. Who was that sent that in?
Dragon of the West.
Dragon of the West. You get some red carpet treatment on Wednesday. How about that?
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. That sounds pretty good. All right.
Just don't be out for a walk in a fucking wind tunnel when you do it, please.
I got owned like a motherfucker. Son of a bitch. Larry says, quick shit post. Hope it's not too political. Let's find out.
Are you Donald Trump?
Yes, I am.
And I'm Hillary Clinton.
Shut up. Anyway, we want this bag of candy so huge to the.
What the fuck?
Are you Donald Trump?
Yes, I am.
And I'm Hillary Clinton.
Shut up. Anyway, we want this bag of candy so huge to the.
Oh, whoever that kid's improv coach is. Oh.
One more time. One more fucking time.
Are you Donald Trump?
Yes, I am.
And I'm Hillary Clinton.
Shut up. Anyway, we want this
Shut up.
bag of candy so huge to the.
It's not just the shut up, it's the shut up. Anyway.
Shut up.
That's so perfect. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's so good. That's so good.
I really look forward to seeing this kid like blow up from like open mic nights to Netflix specials in about 2 weeks.
I know. Are we gonna still do the Australian thing? We're almost to the end, yeah? Okay.
Wait, what?
The Australian
Yeah, why not?
Okay, alright, let's do it. All right.
Wait, how much time we got?
We're right
Doesn't
at the
matter.
end, man.
Doesn't fucking matter. This is Twitch. We don't abide by those YouTube rules.
Well, I still got some shit I gotta do tonight, but we can go just a little bit longer. Austrians told to stop kissing cows after bizarre challenge sweeps social media. Oh boy.
You guys, y'all thought eating Tide Pods was bad, huh? It's utter madness in Austria.
No. You know what? If you're gonna fucking include this in the goddamn sheet, I'm reading this piece of shit, okay?
After you.
It's utter madness in Austria. Kissing cows with or without tongues is all the rage in Austria. Endangering the animals and those smooching them, warn officials. Oh god, what? The cows are gonna get fucking hurt, like the herpes or some shit? Whatever.
Cows, a whole bunch of chlamydia.
Yeah. The disturbing trend has been promoted by Swiss app Castle, which launched its bizarre cow kiss challenge to raise money for charity. The fucking Swiss. It's always the Swiss trying to fucking erode the very fabric of our countries by convincing our young people to make out with animals.
I would donate 50,000 euros to Greenpeace if I get a picture of you fucking the pig.
Do you see this degeneracy? Which way, Western men? Which way?
Yeah, this is like what PETA's porn channel looks like.
I don't know.
PETA Pornhub, yeah.
Okay, fuck off.
Hey, Guy Fawkes.
Mm-hmm. But the practice has been slammed with politicians and farming officials saying that it's creating a nuisance and could lead to people getting trampled to death by upset cows who just don't like the way that you're tongue kissing them. Castle has been encouraging people in Switzerland, Germany, and Austria to kiss.
It's like moo. Little. The subtitles like too much tongue, too quick. Slow down.
Yeah, you slip some tongue, and they trample you to death because I'm not a whore. Moo. So look,
Addie.
Hashtag moo too. Oh no. You can just go fuck yourself to death over there. Castle has been encouraging people in Switzerland, Germany, and Austria to kiss cows for a good cause since launching its Kuss challenge on Wednesday. With or without tongues is what it translates to. That's fucking great. That's great. Can we change the title of this episode to hashtag #moo2?
I'm totally down for that.
Okay, then that's what's going. Let's go. Yeah, we're doing that.
I'm almost ready to just change the name of the show at this point.
It's in the contender. As a result, people have been filming wandering onto paddocks, approaching cows before puckering up and kissing the confused animals. Tyrole's state veterinarian director Josef Kosler said, "This is very dangerous, especially those approaching cows looking after their calves." He added,
I went to medical school, and now I have to deal with this.
He added, "These animals must not be encountered in any way. Attacking unknown animals is irresponsible for self-protection and animal welfare." So don't attempt to tongue fuck the cow's mouth holes. It is not safe, and you can't really tell if they're consenting or not. You fucking rapist asshole.
And if your bright-eyed wool hat millennial ass self decides to roll up on a cow who maybe is surrounded by calves, and she gets the slightest inkling that you might be a threat to said calves because you're not the farmer. I don't know you. You're gonna get your ass trampled to death. Right?
I don't know you.
It's gonna be like Tom Arnold's first marriage.
Yeah, that's pretty fair. One connected to
It's gonna be like Woody Allen's second marriage.
Gifted a sub to Furbarian. Thank you so much for that, buddy. Pinkies up in the fucking chat. Thank you. Very cool.
I'll be honest with you.
Yeah. Dragon of the West says, "Are we sure that this is a social media trend and not a new form of obscure German porn?" And the New Orleans story was talking about was the time you got in a car wreck with the saxophonist of Fat Stomach. Oh, yeah. No, that's true. I told you about that, didn't I, Nick?
I don't think so.
I actually am classified as partially disabled in my right shoulder because of a car wreck.
Oh.
Yeah, slightly, a little bit, and legally too. That's how I won a lawsuit, because I got into a car wreck where my van got smashed onto the streetcar tracks on Canal Street.
Sent fucking children and puppies flying everywhere.
Body parts all over the fucking place. The person who hit me in their rental car was Herbert Hardesty, the saxophone player for Fats Domino. No shit.
There's worse people in New Orleans you could get hit by.
I just thought that was the most fucking New Orleans thing in the world.
You get a rusted out fucking Buick LeSabre smashing into you, and it's like the judge is like, "Well, I've issued a judgment, but I mean, we could try selling their organs, Mr. Holiday, but outside of that, I don't see it happening."
But no, this is 100% legit. Like I'm not actually fucking around. This is actually straight up the person who fucking hit me with their goddamn car was Herbert Hesse, legendary fucking saxophone player.
Does he have any like tracks on YouTube maybe we could play ourselves out with, and then if he decides to DMCA us, it could be like, "Hey,
here's the thing. It doesn't even matter, because he died fucking 3 years ago. I outlived you old bitch. Fucking fuck you. Maybe you shouldn't have been driving in the first place, you old bastard. Fuck off." I fucking mean it too. That dude was blind as a bat. He tried to take a left from the center lane and smash my shit up on the goddamn. I could have died. You old bastard. Great at saxophone though. Legend.
Disappearing local children was a lot more difficult when you had to downgrade to a Subaru Impreza.
That's right. I think I was driving like a Ford Windstar or something at the time. It was something really bad.
Oh wait, so you're saying van? You mean like late '80s minivan?
No, it was no. Listen,
driving along, just pretending he's in like a shuttlecraft.
It was a late '90s minivan. Thank you very much. It's like a 1998 green Ford Windstar.
I felt like such a boss because all I had to do was touch one button and the sliding door in the back would open.
Listen, anyway, so look, guys, that's it for the first episode of the Late Night Saints, but also episode 107 of this bizarre experience that we do.
Yeah, we're gonna keep counting this shit. Like, I mean, actually, I think I might go back into the catalog on YouTube and just start like renumbering them from 107 down to 1, so we can have like a BC AD thing going on.
No, let's not do that. Jesus Christ,
that's way more work than I'm willing to put into that channel.
That is way too much work. Way too much fucking work. But yeah. No, this is episode 107. We're just gonna keep going from here. It's not that big of a deal. We're still just doing the same old thing. We're just over here.
Let's sample the audience. I mean, there's 63 you watching right now.
No, fuck the no. We're doing 107. 107.
No, we're not talking about that. Just do you prefer us here on Twitch, or do you miss the days of YouTube where you can pay Susan Wojcicki's bonus?
Would Jabberwocky?
Yeah, can we get hashtag fuck YouTube in the chat a little bit?
Yeah. A little bit of fuck YouTube. Yeah, that's good with me.
Whole lot of it, maybe.
See, they're with us on this shit. They're with us on this shit.
See, the worst thing Twitch ever gave us was Ninja.
Stream on Twitter. Fucking Jesus Christ. But yeah,
welcome to Periscope Saints, everybody.
This will obviously be uploaded onto YouTube because that's where we're archiving everything. We'll figure out more things that we're gonna do with it. But ultimately, like, you have more fun when we are having more fun, and I think we're just gonna have more fun just doing it this way. So fuck it. And
I had more fun tonight than I did last week.
Yeah, no, me too. And honestly, like, for people who do like sub to this channel on Twitch, if we're doing it twice a week, like, it actually would hopefully make you feel like it's fucking worth it. Otherwise, like, it's weird. It's weird. It's fucking weird. Is it weird? I think it's weird.
We'll do Monday karaoke,
Oh, fuck. That's one way to kill a channel.
Yeah, it's just me singing Hosier all night.
All right, so we're gonna say goodnight to the recording, because after I stop the recording, then we're gonna play out with Yatta. So for everybody watching live on YouTube, make sure next time you're watching this live on Twitch, because otherwise you're gonna miss out on us watching Yatta, which we're gonna do right now. Bye.
Tell all your friends.
Bye.
Bye.